Joe Biden has upped the ante in the war of words over Ukraine, calling Vladimir Putin a butcher. During his visit to Poland, the US president has called for the Russian leader to go.
Joe Biden deciding the time for diplomatic language is over.
For God's sake, this man cannot remain in power.
US President's references to Vladimir Putin became increasingly personal in Warsaw, perhaps the result of meeting Ukrainians who fled Russia's invasion.
We're so big.
Each one of those children said something to the effect, say a prayer for my dad, or my grandfather, or my brother. He's back there fighting.
After hearing the refugee stories, the man who upset the Russian president by calling him a war criminal went one step further.
You're dealing every day with Vladimir Putin. Look at what he's done to these people. What does it make you think?
He's a butcher.
Daria, a refugee from eastern Ukraine who escaped the war earlier this week, has no problem with such language.
The things that are happening in Ukraine now, they're like from the Middle Ages or stuff. They're animals.
Mr Biden held talks with the Polish President, Andrzej Duda, thanking him for taking in more than 2 million refugees and reaffirming US military support, saying your freedom is ours. And in a surprise move met face-to-face with the foreign and defence ministers of Ukraine. The fact they could leave their country seen as a sign of confidence they're getting the upper hand over the invaders.
My message to the people of Ukraine is a message I delivered today to Ukraine's foreign minister and defence minister, who I believe are here tonight. We stand with you, period.
In arguably the most important speech of his presidency, at the Royal Palace of Warsaw, Mr Biden warned that the battle won't be over soon.
In this battle, we need to be clear-eyed. This battle will not be won in days or months either. We need to steel ourselves for the long fight ahead.
For inspiration, he quoted a well-known opponent of Russian aggression, the first Polish Pope, John Paul II.
Never, ever give up hope. Never doubt. Never tire. Never become discouraged. Be not afraid.
And Nine's Euro correspondent Brett McLeod is in Warsaw for us. Brett, how have President Biden's comments gone down?
Well, Pete, it's telling that it's led to a very strong and quick response from both the Kremlin and the White House. Russia's saying that the president's words were inflammatory and it's not up to him to decide who runs Russia, while the White House said he was not calling for regime change. But as you heard, people here cheering him on may have seen it differently. Either way, at the end of 3 days of intense negotiations over the future of NATO support for Ukraine, it was almost literally Joe Biden's last words here in Warsaw, which will be lingering for a long time to come.
For breaking news, turn to Peter Overton, nightly at 6.